there guys, welcome to the meat shop. Thanks for clicking on. This video is part of a special video series inspired by you guys. I've been asked before for a recipe or sausage book, which I don't have, so I thought I would share my favorite book with you, which is Home Production of Quality Meats and Sausage by Stanley and Adam Marinsky. It is my favorite book. I think it's got great information in there for beginners and experts alike. And to celebrate my favorite book, I reached out to Stanley Marinsky and he gave me permission to do Marinsky March. So we're going to do a recipe out of this book every day of March. And all the recipes and all the processes are right out of the book, which will be in the link below. That is, a link to the book will be in the description down below. So without any further ado, let's get into Marinsky March. Hello and welcome to another episode of Marinsky March, where every day in March we've been making something out of Home Production of Quality Meats and Sausage by Adam and Stanley Marinsky, my favorite book. And this sausage today here we had to make, and you'll know why as soon as I read you the description. It is called the Cabanosi. Cabanosi? Cabanosi. Something like that. A Polish sausage. Cabanosi is a famous Polish sausage and probably the finest meat stick in the world. We got to make it. It's the finest meat stick in the world. You guys, the finest meat stick in the world recipe is in this book. The Cabanosi comes from the nickname Cabanek, given to a young, fat pig no more than 120 kgs that was fed mainly potatoes in the eastern parts of 19 Poland? XIX. 19 Poland. There you go. I think I would qualify to be called a Cabanek. I eat lots of potatoes and I'm under 120 kgs. But this one here, it's an all pork sausage. It's going to be two textures. The fine meat is going to go through a little bit coarser. The fattier trim is going to go through a finer plate. It's going to be seasoned with salt, pepper, cured, nutmeg, caraway. It's going to be smoked, fully cooked, and I'm really excited to try it. So, first step guys is we're going to run the lean pork through the large plate. So I'll bring you in for that, for the world's greatest meat stick. Okay, so I have some pork butt here. I cleaned up the fat off of it, and we're going to save the fat from the pork butt to run through the finer grind. We're just going to grind these once each, nice and snug. Fire it up. Here comes, and by the way, this just come out of the freezer, so it's nice and firm. Here comes our pork butt. All right, there is our coarse pork. Then we'll take our fattier pork here, run it through the 6.5 millimeter plate, or sorry, 4.5 millimeter plate, 3/16. Same thing. That last one was a 10 mil, 3/8. This next one here is a 3/16, 4.5 mil. All right, here comes our fine pork. There we go. That's going to be our juice. The juice for this. Perfect. All right. Got our pork. Add our seasonings, which I've measured out ahead of time in grams per kilogram, but the book also gives it to you in teaspoons and tablespoons per pound. Fluff those spices around on the meat. Yeah, could be the finest sausage stick in the land. We'll find out that, and then we'll add our water and mix our hearts out. All right, couple minutes of mixing here, guys, and we have some nice protein extraction happening already. Sticks to the meat. Now you get a flat patty, sticks to your hand. Bada bing, bada boom. We know how to do that. Now we'll stick it in the sausage stuffer and pump it into some 22 to 26 millimeter sheep casings. All right, here we go, guys. I got a little bit of sheep casings. I'm just going to feed onto the horn. I usually have tubed ones, but I had a little left over for this. So I'm going to find the end, flush some water through it and make my life easier. Okay, so we got some water in there. Get the horn wet. Feed it on. Last bit. Okay, so same as other sausages, guys. You just let the first little bit come out of the horn. The air pockets come, you let them by. And then you just control the pressure at the end of the horn and a little bit of leftover, and there we go. Now we're back to the Cabanosi. Cabanosi. And you want to, check every so often that there's a little bit of give in these sheep casings. If you got them too tight, you're going to have a lot of burstage. They're very thin-walled, a little finicky. Checking, good. All right, coming to the end here, guys. Perfect. There we go. Take the pressure off. Grab a little extra. Rip it off the horn. Now I think these guys have a kind of neat hanging technique. We don't link these. We just hang them as a rope or something like that. Link sausages into 24 to 27 inch links, so when hung on a smoking stick, the individual links, half of the meat stick will be about a foot long. A 24 inch link, or so big, real long, guys. A little bit tight here, so if you have a little tight spot, guys, you just kind of massage it till you can pinch through. Work each sausage, each direction, pinch through, and then spin it 1, 2, 3 times. Perfect! Now we'll hang them like a rope over some smoke sticks and let them dry at room temperature for a half hour. Or alternatively, you could pop them in the cooler if you have a walk-in cooler or refrigerator for, what does it say? For 12 hours. All right. So I think this is kind of what we're looking for. They're kind of like rings, I think. Hangs like a rope, like so. And I'll tie those last 2 ends up, hang them up at room temperature to dry for a little bit, and then pop them into our smokehouse, our preheated smokehouse, to smoke for about an hour. All right, the Cabanosi has been drying at room temperature for a bit here, and you can see the colors change from pink to that cured color, which is good. The outside of the casings are starting to get a bit tacky. So we're gonna pop them into the smokehouse, which has been smoking some sausage for me already, and hit them with smoke, and then bring them up to that fully cooked temperature. All right, we got the tourist sausage in there, hanging out beside the Cabanosi. So they're gonna get the same treatment. The smoke pellets are in there. They're just starting to smoke away now, and they're gonna get that light smoke for an hour, and then we're gonna cook them till they hit 160. So next time we see them, they'll be fully cooked. All right, so the smokehouse just went off for our tourist and Cabanosi sausages here. So crack open, and whew, there they are. Nice color change on them. See the probes down in the middle. Still getting a little bit of smoke on them, but next step is to give them just a little cold water to rinse and firm them up. All right, got them sitting there. So they got a little bit of color, guys, about an hour worth of smoke there before they kind of got up to temperature. Well, I guess it'd be about an hour and a half they were in there total. First step was popped them in the preheated smokehouse with the smoke going already at 150 for an hour. Then I bumped it up to 175, and it took them about 45 minutes, I guess. So an hour and 45 minutes. Just give them a little rinse to cool them down immediately. And then we'll dry them and try them tomorrow. All right, guys, so it's the best part of the process, the best part for me anyways. It is time to test the world's greatest snack stick out, the Cabanosi. Cabanosi is finished. And I was just checking the book here. It's supposed to be kind of a nice dark brown color. I probably didn't quite get enough smoke on these guys, but they do got they darkened up a little bit, and they got a nice smoky smell. But I think there is an optional cold step in the book, cold smoking step in the book I could have done, but they still look pretty good, nice and firm. So, ooh, wow, the inside of that looks yummy. I'm gonna better let you guys have a look at the inside here. Look at the inside of those sticks. Yummy. Better try. All right. First bite of the Cabanosi. Yeah, that is really good. It's different than like a snack stick you would get over here. This is definitely more European flavored, nice and mild. The good coarse textured pork in there is really yummy. This is delicious. Everybody could eat this. Anyone could eat it. It's not overly spicy. Nice juicy pork. Little hint of smoke. Probably could have got more smoke on it, but it is good. I don't know if it's the best snack stick in the world, meat stick, but that's definitely yummy. So, if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe, and we're going to make a video like this every day in March, all Marinsky March long. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Still really good, though. Really good.